plug in. I know there's some kids out there want to get started. Right off the bat, how many of you guys want your forehand to be better? How many of you want it to be a lot better? Okay, let's forget footwork for a second. Let's forget their strategic part. Okay, I don't care what age, what level. You hear me say this all the time. There's not a wrong way or a right way, there's a better way. And I'm just telling you, no matter what you hear out there or what you see out there, okay, there's a reason. There's a reason why certain players, okay, and almost all the guys hit their forehand a little bit different than, say, a majority of even the women pro, okay? And there's a handful that do this. But every one of you, it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't matter what age or level, you should be trying to do more of an ATP forehand. And the reason why, okay, is the racket number one, I'm going to explain this, the racket number one is going to be shorter, but then again, what I'm going to show you, the racket's going to go faster. So if someone said, I can make your stroke shorter, and I can make it faster, and forget 12 and under, or 14 and under. Even though come 16, 18, college, pro, the ball's going to be coming 60, 70, 80, 90 miles an hour. And all you guys are hearing, pay attention, all you guys are hearing the same thing. Shorten your backswing. Your backswing's too big. Your elbow's too close. The racket's on the other side. Hit the ball in front. You're trying to hit the forehand, a lot of you, with a fishing pole or a hockey stick, okay? And it's easier to hit it with a ping pong paddle, okay? What I mean by that is this. When the ball comes over after your split step, we're always going to make the unit turn. I've said this many times. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay? This is 5 o'clock, 5:30, 5:45, 6, then we go 7, 8, 9. What we want you to do after the unit turn, and the elbow's away from the body, it doesn't matter if the racket's up, it's inverted a little bit, it's in that position, that's a stylistic thing. Each person's different. But from here, it's elbow back, elbow extension, elbow back, elbow extension. Now, when I make the racket go this way, then the leg drive initiates the racket pull, okay? The racket's gonna flip down and back. Elbow back, elbow goes to the outside. Look, we're going this way. We're not going that way. When the racket is orientated, that means at this angle, anywhere from 5 o'clock to 5:45, when the racket's at this position and the racket head is above the ball, okay? Federer, Nadal, Djokovic, Sabalenka, Sinner, rackets this way, okay? Then when they pull on the butt cap, the racket flips. Now watch this. Some of you guys are doing this, and I'm not saying it's wrong. You do an arc, a rainbow, a banana, a candy cane, a Ferris wheel, letter C, whatever you got cooking here. Now watch this, and I'm not saying that's wrong. Watch this sound. Listen, listen. Now watch this. I'm just going to put my racket here. Now watch this. My racket's going back to Canada. Canada. Look, my racket's going, look. If you have enough time, you can go like this. You do that. You get the ball, you're not going to have time, okay? That's why maybe a great stroke in the 12 becomes a liability at 16 or 18. Listen to the sound. And then you see this. The unit turn, racket, no, I pull, watch. And the racket flips down and back. It's all physics. You pull on the butt cap, the racket goes this way. Into the slot, bang, and I turn it over. That's what everybody should be practicing. Now, I ran through that very quickly. I know there's a lot of nuances to that, because some of you will go, okay, I got it, and then you do that. You pre-roll, okay? And sometimes we're telling some of you, like Jag, I'm telling you to go up, down, pull. Just stop the racket. Eventually, you're going to shape it and pull it. But look where I'm pulling from. Look where my racket is. And a lot of people here, okay, you think you're doing it, but you're putting the racket there. Elbow bent, start to extend, see where the racket, I pull it forward, and it flips the other way. So the backswing, if that's what it's called, is a byproduct of the forward swing. Look, the racket's going back because I'm pulling. The body's the car. The racket's the passenger. Tennis is all about rotation. I understand you got to have a loose arm and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, if you want to be the best you can be, whether your goal is just to be a junior player, play high school tennis, go to college for free, or pro tour. Trust me, on the pro tour, anybody here that's young, you should be learning this stroke. And if you can't feel the racket flipping, you're probably not doing it. Now, all that being said, if the racket is at least on this side of the body, that's a start. When you start doing this, it becomes a lot trickier. So, a lot of homework. You should practice this by dropping the ball, just putting the racket there and pulling it. And the racket will go down and back. The problem is, people don't want to get